The Upset Bridge, the Jungle Rope Bridge. This is a story about three monkeyteers who blame a wobbly jungle bridge and each other for ruining their day. Their first miracle-minded adventure begins when a tiny paper from an old pouch invites them to question what is really causing their upset. The three monkeyteers had barely begun their morning expedition when Spider Monkey stopped at a deep jungle gorge. Across it stretched a rope bridge. It swayed. It creaked. One plank was missing. Spider Monkey grinned. Adventure! Squirrel Monkey stared down. Disaster! Howler Monkey adjusted his feathered hat. I already know whose fault this is. They hadn't even stepped onto the bridge. Spider bounded forward. Come on! The bridge swung wildly. Squirrel grabbed the ropes. Stop bouncing! I'm not bouncing. You're a spider monkey. Everything you do is bouncing. Howler stepped onto the first plank. Quiet! I shall lead. Why you? Asked Spider. Because I have the loudest voice. That is not a qualification, said Squirrel. It has always worked before. Halfway across, Squirrel gasped, My banana pouch! His emergency bananas were gone. He glared at Spider. You knocked them off. I did not. You were bouncing. I was adventuring. Howler pointed toward the gorge. This bridge is cursed. The bridge rocked harder as all three shouted. You did it! No, you did it! The bridge did it! A toucan sitting nearby watched silently. Finally it asked, Are you finished? No, shouted all three. The toucan shrugged. Carry on. They argued until nobody remembered whether they were angry about the bridge, the bananas, the bouncing, or Howler appointing himself commander. Spider collapsed onto a plank. I was having a wonderful day until this bridge ruined it. Squirrel crossed his arms. I was peaceful until Spider lost my bananas. Howler nodded. And I was serene until nobody listened to me. Then Squirrel remembered the little leather pouch hanging beneath his cape. It wasn't the banana pouch. This one held tiny folded papers they had collected for their adventures. He reached inside. Maybe the pouch has something. How is paper going to fix a bridge? Asked Howler. Squirrel unfolded a slip. It read, You may not be upset for the reason you think. All three stared at it. Spider blinked. That is extremely inconvenient. How can I not know why I'm upset? Demanded Howler. Squirrel looked at the missing bananas. I know why I'm upset. The bridge swayed. He grabbed the rope again. Don't I? Spider looked down into the gorge. When the bridge moved, I thought I had to get us across faster. Squirrel nodded slowly. When my bananas disappeared, I thought I wouldn't have enough. Howler sighed. And when neither of you listened to me, I thought I didn't matter. They grew quiet. The bridge had not told Spider he was unsafe. The missing bananas had not told Squirrel he lacked something, and nobody had told Howler that being ignored meant he didn't matter. Those meanings had come from somewhere else. Squirrel tapped his forehead. Monkey mind. Spider nodded. Monkey mind. Howler removed his feathered hat. My monkey mind is extremely convincing. And loud, said Squirrel. Very loud, Spider added. Howler almost objected. Then all three laughed. Spider stood. So maybe the bridge isn't responsible for my fear, Squirrel said, and you're not responsible for my peace, Howler added, and neither of you has to obey me for me to be all right. The bridge swayed again. This time, nobody shouted. Spider took one step. Squirrel took one step. Howler took one step. Together. Halfway across, Squirrel spotted something hanging from a vine below. My bananas! Spider reached down with his long arm and lifted the pouch. Squirrel hugged it. I knew everything would work out. The others stared at him. Squirrel paused. Fine, I knew absolutely nothing. At the final plank, Howler looked back. That bridge caused us a lot of trouble. Spider raised an eyebrow. Howler smiled. Right? Monkey-minded thinking. They stepped onto solid ground. Squirrel carefully folded the little paper and returned it to the pouch. Spider raised his hand. First monkeyteer discovery. Squirrel placed his hand over Spider's. Howler placed his on top. What seems to upset us may not be the real reason. And if we're willing to question the reason, we might discover another way to see. The three monkeyteers tossed their feathered hats into the air and cheered together. One for all and all for one. And then they shouted, Love all, for all is love.